everyone, and welcome back to the skate park. I was gonna say, because we are at the skate park in Bernalillo. Hi everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I hope that you guys are having a wonderful afternoon. It is Friday, December 12th, I believe. And we just got here to Bernalillo maybe about half an hour ago or something. Stopped to put gas, stopped to get a coffee, and they spelled my name wrong. But it tastes good. You know what I noticed? I got the dark caramel shaken espresso with oat milk. For some reason, the ones at Starbucks are stronger tasting, like more intense. I don't know if they add more espresso in these than they do at the one at the Barnes & Noble Cafe, or if it's just the coffee, because I know, I don't know if like the coffee's a little stronger. I'm not sure, to tell you the honest truth. I don't know, but I got a venti, so let's see how that does. But yeah, we stopped at the Warrior and put some gas, and now we are here. His friend Eric is here already, and I believe Chris will be here soon. So we're about an hour south of where we live. We're in Bernalillo, so we're like pretty much right into Albuquerque. Like Albuquerque's just right over there. And actually it's like Rio Rancho's, where my sister lives, is pretty close to where we're at now too. And my other sister lives on the other end of Albuquerque. I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea like where exactly she lives from here, like how far. I think it is on the other end of Albuquerque, if I'm not mistaken. But I've only been there once to the new place, so and I didn't drive, so it's kind of hard to know like all of that. But anyway, I thought I'd jump in here because I think I'm going to be filming them for a little bit. And I think that's it. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'll probably be sitting in the car for a lot of it because it's windy out there. I am going to attempt to take my stuff with me because there are some tables out there, so I can check that out and see if I can sit out there without being blown away by the wind. I don't think I'll film out there because, like I said, it's windy, and I forgot my microphones again. I think I have my headphones, but I don't think that will actually make the wind sound any better. I think it actually is worse with those ones. So I got this in the mail. This is the third book in the trilogy, the Burning Trilogy, by Missy Reynolds from Just Missy, and from the Crafty Homebody on YouTube. So I barely started it. I'm only on chapter 2, page 8, and I'm already all up in my feels about it. It's like, oh, but yeah. So I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. I moved the car because the sun was coming in through the driver's side, and it's hot here. It's 66 degrees here in Bernalillo, and there's a light breeze, but very light, and it's amazing right here because like the mountains are right there, and I'm actually parked now facing the skate park. So let me see if I can. I don't know if I can move this seat. Oh, this one moves up, like my other seat goes up. I feel like I'm like sitting really low. Let's see. So in this video, I just kind of wanted to give you a little bit of an update, health update. I have not done another weigh-in. The last one I did was last week, and I was still at 174. So we'll see how this goes. Hold on. All right, sorry about that. Ben's other friend just got here too. He has some really cool friends. I'm so excited and just happy that he has found some really cool people to hang out with and skate, and they do these things together, and I don't mind just being around sometimes. Like usually, like for in Santa Fe, I do go to the mall, well, to the bookstore, and that's my time. Today I'm gonna sit here in the car and I'm gonna talk to y'all, and then later on I will get down and film them and maybe sit outside and do some journaling, and all that. But back to what I was saying earlier, I don't have a full-on update, a health update, because I have not seen my doctor. I see her on the 16th, but slowly but surely, all of the blood work that I did last week, which was, what day did I do this? Yesterday. Oh no, actually I just did this yesterday. It's trickling in already. I'm not sure what else I'm waiting for. There's a lot that I don't know what any of them were. They were for the mast cell activation syndrome. So I'm not sure. I know some were similar to like thyroid stuff and all of that, and some were related to other things that I have no idea what they are. Some kind of I don't know. But I'm going to kind of go over a little bit just to kind of let you know where I'm at. Some of the wins are like most of my most of the things that were kind of abnormal at one point, like potassium, sodium, I was low on a lot of that. Everything's within normal levels now. Some are just into normal, some are halfway in. So like the halfway point or a little over that is a little better, just because then I have more. There's a lot of things I don't understand. My red blood count is high, just slightly out of the normal range. My hemoglobin is also high, just barely outside of normal range. And HCT, what does that stand for? I don't know. I'm gonna look this up. It's also high, and it's just 1 point out of normal. So, all right, sorry. They were coming back for skateboards and things, and I was like, they're gonna think I'm insane talking to myself. Although they know that we both have channels, I think, so whatever. But I freak out a little bit. So let's see. So those things were high out of all of that area. Like my white blood count is within normal ranges, and all the other platelets and things like that. In the differentials, whatever that means, like those are things that I need to ask her. I'm seeing within normal levels of all of that. Now they hadn't checked my antibodies, the thyroglobulin antibodies. And I'm not sure. The first time I checked them was back when I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's. So I believe that was 2024. And they hadn't been checked since. And at that time, I believe I should have checked the trends on there, but I think it was in the 200s, 223 maybe, something like that. I'm at 333 right now. So that does answer some questions why I've been having swelling, and it's not extreme. Oh my goodness, there's a bee trying to get into my car. Anyway, squirrel moment. Now they did do an ANA, which is for other autoimmune, which I think is like the rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, and I'm not sure what the other one is, MS maybe, and another one. It came back negative, and the rheumatoid, they did that in the rheumatoid factor, which is showing less than 10 and normal's less than 14, so I'm good there. They did, as far as my thyroid, I'm like actually really good right now, better than I was. I think when I checked my TSH the last time, I was closer to 3 or so. Now I'm at a 1.31. Normal is starting at 0.276, I believe, and up to 4.2. And I noticed that when I get closer to the 3 and over, I don't feel well. I still don't feel that great, but I think it's the Hashimoto's. My T3 and T4 are both actually really pretty good. Like T3 is 3.3, and normal ranges from 2 to 4.4. My T4 free is 1, and normal is from 0.9 to 1.7. So I'm good there. My A1C, the last time they checked, it was 5.5, I believe. I'm back down to the 5.2, which was from the time before that. So that is amazing, because normal, like no diabetes, is 4.4 to 5.6. So as much as I hate the Manjaro, and I hate that it's thinning my hair because that's one of the side effects, it's gotten my diabetes under control, and that is a win for me. Now, there's two different spots here that had glucose. It was two different, they're for two different doctors, so like I don't know how this happened, but one just said estimated average glucose, and that was under the A1C part. It says 103, and then the normal 79.6 to 114. So that's pretty darn good. But then later on another one, it said glucose, and I don't know if this means like maybe this was just for the day when I did it at fasting. I was at 88 and normal 60 to 100, so that's really good. B12, I'm at a 343. Normal is 204 to 1245, and I know one of the doctors I've seen has talked about, yes, I'm within normal. That's fine. It's good. But getting closer to that high number of normal is much better because you're having, you know, better amounts in your body. So I'm really going to talk to my doctor about that. And I know that at the clinic, that there's a clinic in my hometown that they do the B12 shots. They do the, I think they do them there. So I'm thinking of just going to get those instead of taking more medication. I don't like shots either, but I'm tired of like oral medication. My vitamin D was a problem again. I started out years ago, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago with my vitamin D at a 2. Normal is 30 to 100. I started as a 2. It took me about 2 years or so to get to a 16. Then I got to a 22. Then I was within normal. I was at a 31 last time I checked it. I'm at 27. So I need to work on that because that's another big issue for that. Now, they didn't check my insulin as far, well, they may have, but it hasn't come up there because I want to see where I'm at as far as insulin resistance is going. Now, when we checked it the last time, it was in August, and my insulin was at 23.2, which is in normal ranges. So that's exciting. I think, I'm not sure what I didn't write down what the range for it is, but this is wins for me. I'm really excited about that. Now, granted, I'm still stuck in my 174. I haven't lost much more, but I'm hoping that will change soon. I'm planning on making a phone call if I have time before I go film to talk to my insurance and talk about getting kind of finding out what Medicare offers. I do have Medicare, and I have it's like a waiver program for Medicaid, so they'll cover like whatever Medicare doesn't cover, they'll cover for me. But I was told that they do have a program through Medicare that can help pay for your gym memberships. And there's not a lot I can do right now, like as far as like really pushing myself, but I thought if I just go, even if it's for 10 minutes, just to do something, 15 minutes, get it up, you know, just to kind of have that appointment, that self-care, that would be another artist date for me, you know. I'm like in extreme pain today, so I'm really not wanting to do much. I think the last few days of being out and shopping, I did some shopping for us that we needed and things that we were getting for gifts, and then I did some shopping for my dad. And then I took my mother-in-law yesterday shopping for something she needed. It's just a lot of walking, a lot of carrying things, and the weather. Now, granted, today is really nice and warm. It's beautiful. I'll have to kind of show you around. Excuse me. I did a little bit at the beginning of the video. I'm hoping that it came out good, but I'll kind of show you. It's just blue skies. There's absolutely no clouds, and a very light breeze. And I think like I said earlier, my car was registering at 66 degrees. So it's like t-shirt weather. Like I'm actually in a t-shirt, and I'm not in a hoodie or a sweatshirt, but I have sweats. I got these sweats. They have a sale. We went to the mall with my sister and my dad. I went with them a couple weeks ago, I think it was. And they had a sale at Victoria's Secret. She likes some of the clothes from there. They had a sale on all of most of their sweatpants and hoodies that they were all $30, I think is what it was. Like half off, basically, like 50% off, I think is what it was. So they were about 30. And I've never had anything from there. Like, one win I can say is that losing a lot of this weight, I'm able to shop in places I couldn't shop before. And the fact that I can get a large and not have to get extra large, not have to, you know, go into plus size all the time like I did. The only thing I don't like is a lot of the shirts. Even I like the shirts bigger. An extra large, it fits, but they're short. I hate that they're doing these like half shirt, short shirt kind of things. It's like, come on, where's the rest of my shirt? But I got these purple ones, and they're so comfortable, and like they're soft. And I was like, I never ever spend money on stuff like that. Like I said before, I'm like, I used to shop at Walmart or the thrift store, and so this was something I needed to do for myself. And another win. After 2 years of wanting to get some kind of facial done, because I've never had that done before, and I've seen like all these people doing stuff like that. I'm like, I just want to try just a regular facial, whatever. My sister's friend does them in Las Vegas, in my hometown, Danelle, and I'm just kind of excited. I see her Tuesday after my doctor's appointment, I believe. Yeah, after. So that'll be a treat after going to a doctor's appointment. And it's something that I've been wanting to do and just kind of putting off because I don't want to spend that kind of money on myself. I don't want to, you know, do all this stuff. And I'm trying to learn that it's okay. It's okay to do some things. Don't go overboard. If you can't afford it, don't do it. You know, that kind of thing. But if you can, you know, save a little and get like certain things that just bring you joy and bring you peace. Because like, you know, right now with this whole seeing these numbers with this Hashimoto's and haven't been feeling very well. Like, it even sounds funny, and my voice even sounds a little strained because it's like I'm still having a lot of tightness in here. I'm even thinking if I don't see my acupuncturist until, oh, it's my husband's phone, until January. It would have been nice if I could have got another one now in December just to work on this again, because like when he worked on it the last time, it did help relieve some of that pressure and that, you know, inflammation and all of that. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm working with. I'm learning how to have less stress, because like, you know, one of the main things for autoimmune disease and I think just illness in general is stress. Stress is like the silent killer. You know, it'll bring some autoimmune diseases out of remission. It'll like totally wreak havoc on your body and your mind and just everything. And I know that's part of what's going on with me now. So, you know, my plan today was to do laundry. I was going to go through some these tubs of books and things that I have and go fill some libraries, but I was like, I'm just going to be bending and pulling, and I just didn't feel like it. And then when Ben said that his friend Eric had invited him out that he was coming out here to Placitas, that he was going to come by the skate park before or after his meeting or something that he had, and he thought, you know, it'd be cool, you know, for him to come. And then their other friend Chris came, and I was like, no, I'll just get me a Starbucks and I will just sit in the car. I'll film a little bit, but I'm just gonna have like a slow day. And there's a cool little farmers market like store right behind the Starbucks. If we have time, I would like to stop by today, and if we don't, I'd like to make a trip out here to check that out. I'm sure there's something like that in Santa Fe too. Something to go look for and check out. But that's really all on this update. As I get results and after I see my doctor on the 16th, now I won't see the allergist until March. Now they will call me if there's something that I need to be seen for earlier, or if I can just do like an over the phone consultation for something. But after my appointment on the 16th, whatever she does tell me, I will do another update at that time. I'm going to try to get this video up as soon as possible. I do have one that just went up to today. So I'm going to try to get this one up within the next couple days, because I do have another one I think ready to be edited. So this will be up, might be up on the day that I have my appointment. So yeah. All right, guys. Well, I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys in the next one. God bless you.